Hi, Sally Walker here, your hormone and slow wage expert. So we're talking about omega-3 fatty acids, omega-3 supplementation. So what should you know before you decide to buy a particular brand or a particular product? That is a very important question. You need to educate yourself about the oil, which is in the bottles or is in the capsules if you're choosing capsules, because many of these oils, unfortunately, can contain heavy metals, pesticides, plastics, and can be highly oxidized, as in rancid. And you do not want to be drinking, eating, whatever you want to call it. You do not want to be taking these rancid oils into your body in any way. So you need to educate yourself. So you need to know which questions to ask, basically. Now, these questions, there's no point you asking the lady in the shop, in the health store, or in Boots, or wherever you're buying your product, because they probably will not know the answers. You need to contact the actual company, and then good luck. I hope they will answer you, but not all of the companies do, unfortunately. The better ones do. The ones which are very proud of their products will contact you and tell you how wonderful things are. Okay, so so there are certain things you need to know. So avoiding the oils which are from organs like the liver. So you don't want to be getting too much of cod liver oil, because it does contain some vitamin A, and vitamin A is important, but you don't want to get too much of it. So just be a little bit careful with getting too much of the cod liver oils. You want to be taking the traditional fish oils, which we're taking oil from different parts of the fish and not just from the liver. So if your oil smells or tastes of fish, or if you get fishy burps, then know that oil is rancid. So that's an easy one, isn't it? Because that's all of the questions that you need to ask the companies. What is the oxidation level of the oil? It's called TOTOX. So TOTOX value, you would like them to answer this. There is no legislation here as to how much, how oxidized an oil may be before not being sellable. There is no legislation, so that means that these levels of oxidation can be terribly high. And if the company won't tell you how high the number is, then you have no idea, do you? Well, you do if it smells and tastes of fish. So then it's the EPA and the DHA, which are the most important parts of the fish oil. So you want to be checking the labels for how much of those. At the very minimum, you want 500 milligrams of EPA and DHA combined. At the very minimum, you probably want to be getting 500 milligrams of each, or at least around the 1,000 milligrams combined. The science seems to suggest that this would be a good place, especially if you do have some kind of inflammation, if your triglycerides are high, brain fog, those kind of symptoms. You probably want to be getting more fish oil. Yeah, so now which form is the fat in? So you want to make sure that it is in triglyceride form or phospholipid. These are the best, but triglyceride is the three fats which are connected together. And this is what the oil or the fat is in the fish. So it's the natural way, and the body knows what to do with this kind of fat. It will break it down to the single molecules for absorption. And then it will be probably put together again and stored somewhere, for example, in your cell membranes. So this is where many of these fatty acids end, which is a good thing if these are not rancid or not oxidized. Yeah. So these are some of the questions that you need to know. You might also like to ask, well, which fish is the oil coming from, and where was this fish caught? So many times people say to me, oh, but Sally, it says it's made in Iceland on the bottle. Yeah, it might be made in Iceland, but where were the fish caught? Which fish was it? Because very often these fish are caught many, many, many thousands of kilometers away, for example, around South America somewhere, and then they are transported to Iceland, which may take weeks and months before it gets there. And how rancid is that oil? Yes, quite. Yes, those are the things that you need to know the answer of. Yeah. And then if you're taking capsules, well, capsules need to be heated to be sealed. So this could affect the oil which is inside. And then its size matters here, isn't it? So how much oil is in a capsule? Is it a tiny capsule? You're going to have to take lots of capsules, like 6, 8, 10 capsules to get the amount that you need. Or are they very big capsules where they're filled with all this oil and they're very difficult for you to swallow? So I do prefer oils rather than capsules. Anyway, there's an article down there called Golden Rules of Omega-3 Supplementation. Have a read of that and you'll get more details of what you need to know before you purchase the oil, or what you need to know before you put the oil in your body. Happy hormones, happy life.